ice truck some water here, and hopefully you can see me. I'm pretty sure you probably can. But anyways, today we got my buddy Jacob's 2011 Ram 2500 SLT Bighorn 6.7 Cummins diesel. That's right, guys, the first 6.7 on the channel, Cummins. Y'all been begging for it, begging me to do a review on one. Well, I finally got one. This thing is leveled on a 2.5-inch leveling kit with American Force Flux on it, 22 by 12 on some mud tires. The only thing he complains about with this wheel and tire and suspension setup is the tires. They aren't the greatest. Around 50 to 60, you get a tiny little bit of steering wheel shaking it, but other than that, it tracks straight. I'm not fighting the wheel. I'm not doing anything crazy like that. And plus, it's a 6.7 Cummins, and this person is riding my butt. That's what I thought, Mazda. Like, he was literally like about to eat bumper if I hit my brakes. 6.7 Cummins, when it came out back in 2007.5, the leap year or the half year when they went, was an interesting setup. You had all the new eco stuff going on the engines, you know, and all that crazy stuff that caused them to switch over, and other reasons why they switched over to compete with, you know, Duramax and Powerstroke. Well, the issue is with that was they didn't know. I mean, you came from a 5.9 common rail high output, or the normal common rail, that was legendary. You could not kill those engines, and they made such good power, and it's a 5.9 Cummins 24 valve. I mean, the reputation alone for that was unreal. So when the 6.7 did came out, it had a big reputation to hold up to compared to the 5.9, and boy has it held up. Yes, in the beginning years it did have some, like, there was some maybe a little bit turbo problems here and there, some injector problems from the original one, and then you had, of course, the water pump issue that plagues the 6.7. Up until the newer ones, I haven't heard much from them. But other than that, it's a very reliable engine. Even unhead studded, you got guys running 500-600 horsepower. It's always good to head stud one, guys. It's just one of those things you need to do. This one's running a single tune though. We think it's a 60 or 80 horse. He's not 100% sure, but it does run a whole lot faster than a stock 6.7 Cummins like I drove a few months ago when I went to Fox Toyota and test drove a 2015. It's a lot more quicker off the line. You got a lot more low end grunt off the line, that I feel like, too, and it just drives a whole lot better. Mileage wise, you're looking about a 14 to 16 miles per gallon truck at the moment. He is going to eventually upgrade the injectors, turbo, DP5 switch it. I mean, if things going to run like A, like a scalded dog, and B, it's going to run a whole lot better, and probably run a whole lot with better MPG. The 6.7 Cummins were not as MPG friendly as the 5.9s. Now the newer ones, I've heard they get up in the 20s and stuff, but the 6.7 when they first started out was not a very friendly MPG. Of course, it all depends on your rear end gear and your driving style and stuff like that, because let's be honest here, guys, when you put tunes on your truck, you want to get on it, you want to hear the turbo, you want to hear all that stuff. He does have an exhaust on this truck, so it sounds very, very mean. And all that stuff. It's also got the exhaust brake on it, so you get that when you're, if I did that right, sorry if I offend any of you all. I'll definitely hear in the comments. But anyways, it's got all that on the truck. I do love the 4th gen body style. There's something about a 4th gen that you either love it or hate it, but a lot of people like this body style. Going from the 3rd gen to 4th gen, it looks even meaner than a normal 3rd gen, more semi-truck-ish is what I compare it to. And I think that's a good comparison for this truck, is like a semi-truck look. Everyone, when you think of a diesel truck, likes the semi-truck look, like the 2nd gens and the 3rd gen. So Dodge kept that style going. Now this is technically a Ram, because Ram broke off from Dodge and made their own separate unit in Chrysler, and blah, 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 all the fun stuff that they did with that. But other than that, I mean, it's an absolutely awesome truck. It does have 5% window tint all the way around, with 35 on the windshield, and I absolutely love this tint setup. It gives it that mean look when you're going down the road. You can't see in it, which I love. Y'all know I love the ability for people not to see you inside of this. But other than that, it just gives it that really mean, aggressive look going down the interstate. The leveling kit, I highly recommend a leveling kit for any truck, whether it's a Ford, Chevy, or Ram. But especially on these Rams, it makes the truck look 10 times better than stock. And it looks like this sheriff is following us because we just passed him over there. Let's get on this thing for a second. The thing pulls like a freight train, and that's what Cummins is known for. Cummins is not necessarily the fastest diesel out there. You can make them crazy fast, don't get me wrong, with a compound turbo setup and everything like that, but they're not going to be like a Duramax or like a 6.4 powerstroke. But if you want a lug motor and you want a motor that will pull a damn house down, you buy yourself a Cummins. Especially the 6.7 with that bigger bore and stroke in it. It's got that more oomph down low than the previous 5.9s. These things now, they have the hybrid version, which is the 6.4 Cummins, which is more of a drag race motor. I forgot the dimensions on that. Something about like, I think like a 6.7 crank with like a 5.9 bore and stuff like that. I forgot the dimensions on how they do the 6.4 Cummins. But you got so many spin-offs of the 6.7. There's guys out there now running 1,000+ horsepower on these 6.7s with just head studs and a bunch of other little mods done to injectors and turbos and whatnot. That guy from Wyoming, he's got a 6.4 that's 1,000 horsepower daily driver that makes, you know, gets 22 miles to a gallon. That's the cool thing about Cummins, is they're a lug motor, but you can daily drive this truck. There's no question about it. So interior wise on this truck, it is the SLT Bighorn edition, so you have the center console. It's not leather, it's cloth seats. But in all honesty, guys, unless you really want the leather and the heated and cooled seats and all that stuff, which is nice, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've driven trucks like that, they are very nice. I really don't miss it. It's very comfortable. I'm sitting in an upright position looking down and kind of over the hood, which I love in a truck. I don't like sitting like low in a truck. I like sitting up and over like a semi-truck. And it's very comfortable. I mean, I could definitely go on a road trip in this truck, no questions asked. Of course, it's the 4-door. It's not the mega cab though. It's just standard 4-door, which you got plenty of room in the back. Even the standard 4-door on these Dodges are huge compared to some other truck models. Of course, you know, the mega cab is like ungodly big, but these standard 4-doors are absolutely fantastic in that sense. Other than that, guys, I love the truck, love the setup. Of course, American Forces on a white truck, all polished up. You can't go wrong with that setup. You really can't. I do want to thank Jacob so much for allowing me to drive this truck. Make sure you follow him down on Instagram. The tag was popped up in the beginning of the video, and his Instagram link will be down in the description below. If y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, please contact him about other stuff on the truck, or I'll try to answer them the best I can too. Comment down below what you think of the 6.7 Cummins, what you like, what you don't like. You know, be respectful, but you know, let's start a conversation down there. Why you would want one, why you wouldn't want one, stuff like that. So I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Join the Trucks and Water family. We're constantly growing and changing, trying new and better things. Other than that, guys, all of you have a great day, and remember, never give up on your dreams.